Hi, everybody. It's Joe Mitchell, activateyourgreatness.com. And it's time for the 10-Minute Educator. Yes. Are you ready to learn something? Are you ready to grow? Are you ready to get some idea and actually execute it? Okay, so the whole idea with the 10-Minute Educator is I'm going to give you some ideas every day of the week. And then what you're going to do is you're going to figure out how to put those things into action. So today we're talking this whole week we've been talking about New Year's resolutions. Very important stuff. So how do we keep our New Year's resolutions? Well, by now, a lot of people have given up. Some people didn't even make New Year's resolutions, and other people who made them, and a lot of times people make them like, I'm going to, lose 30 pounds, or I'm going to run a marathon, or I'm going to do some big thing. I'm going to start a business or something big. And that's awesome. But what we need to do is we need to have some good strategies. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Yesterday we did affirmations. Today we're going to talk about strategies. So just for the record here, my name's Joe Mitchell. I am a high performance coach. I work with small business owners and people on life issues. I work with lawyers also. I am a tapping expert. I have studied and received certifications with tapping. I'm also a best-selling author and a Harvard Law grad. I'm a recovering attorney. So I wanted to tell you that there's a couple of things that I found that are really powerful that make the difference between you're keeping your resolutions and not. They've done studies that say only 8% of people keep their resolutions through April. Wow, is that amazing or what? So let's take a look at some of the things that are really important in this process. So this is the first thing here. Learn and adapt. What the heck does that mean? What that means is that you've got to learn from your mistakes. You got to, first of all, give yourself permission to make mistakes, because you're going to make mistakes, but learn from your mistakes and then adapt. One of the things that I'll talk about later is keeping a journal, and that's a great place to put your notes. But optimally, it's really good to look at the end of, go to the end of the day and look at like, well, what struggles did you come up with? How did you deal with them? And what's the best way to deal with them going forward? So that's the first key, is learn from your mistakes and then adapt your behavior. You can do that, right? I know you can. Number 2, plan for obstacles. Okay? We are going to have obstacles towards getting our goals. It's just the way that it is. They're going to be obstacles. So to plan for them is very, very important. So it's really good to get out your journal. I think the journal is really a good place to put this stuff, and start to look at, well, what could the obstacles be going forward? And how will I handle them when they come up, so that you are ready as best you can for the obstacles that come up, because they will come up. And probably for a lot of you, they've already started to come up already. So plan for obstacles. Next, what's next? Don't beat yourself up. Okay? So even if you are falling down again and again and again, and maybe you're falling down and staying down, because a lot of people, that's what happens. You fall down and you just stay down. Don't beat yourself up. Or the alternative is beat yourself up, but tap and release it. Okay? Tapping is acupuncture for the emotions without the needles. So when we have negative emotions, they sit in our body. And what we want to do is we want to let go of those those stuck emotions, those stuck feelings. We want to let go of them. And tapping is a great way to do that. So if you find yourself beating yourself up, then the best thing to do is to tap. That's the very best thing to do, is tap. And I've done a lot of work on tapping. And if you go to my YouTube channel, which is Coach Joe Mitchell, you will find tons and tons of tapping materials. Plus, YouTube is just full of tapping materials. They're just totally full of them. So that's the thing that you want to do, is find a way to release those emotions. Don't get all hung up in the fact that you're a little bit negative. That's okay. Just don't beat yourself up. Having a little trouble with these notifications. I'm sorry. Very sorry. Next thing is track your progress. Check it off and review it regularly. This is a big thing. So a lot of times it's really good to have a spreadsheet or have a checklist and check off that you did the things that you said you were going to do every day. Just check them off. It's very, very important. So, and then regularly review your progress so that you can see what's working, what's not working. Just keep working on it. Hopefully that will stop that. And then, let's see, there's one more. Keep a journal. And this is a really great thing. I don't know if you do keep a journal, put something down in the chat that I keep a journal, or in the comments. I keep a journal. And that's a really good thing if you do. But you might want to try it. One of the things that I do a lot of times is I just have these small little pads, and I'll write down things. Or I also have a larger journal where I keep more stuff. And you want to write in those journals your why, because your why is really the motivation for everything. What's working, what's not, your successes, your struggles, what you're going to do, like we just talked about, learning and adapting, what your affirmations are, because you probably have some affirmations that will go along with your goals and that you feel them. You might want to write them in your journal on a regular basis. And then as you go, you may have new resolutions and goals. So write them in your journal. So do we have this down here? Track your progress. Don't beat yourself up, and tap. Plan for obstacles and learn and adapt as you go. It's not always an easy journey to reach a big, juicy goal. But if you take these tips and you apply them, and I'll put them down in the comments, they will make a difference for you. They will get you to keep moving forward. Because that's the thing with the New Year's resolutions. Most people just stop. And the whole idea is just keep moving forward. Take small steps. Keep going. You got this. If you'd like to have a coaching session with me, I'm giving complimentary coaching sessions where you can talk to me about what your goals are and what might be stopping you, and we can help you. I can help you to get moving forward on it. And if you want to do that, you can put something down in the comments, or you can also go to my website where I have 2 free chapters of my book, The Art of Joyful Achieving, and and other stuff. So thank you so much for listening to this. I really appreciate you being here, and I will talk to you. I'm here every weekday at 7 p.m., and I want to welcome you to come back anytime. Thanks again. Joe Mitchell, activate your greatness.